Smile.
Reading is a challenge.
Smile.
Hi, it's Monday, November 21st, and the World Cup is on, just not in here. It's a short week, so no tie. I'll just wear a t-shirt today and tomorrow, since you can't really have a pattern of one day. If you are wanting to turn in food drive stuff, tomorrow's the last day, and then blah, blah, blah. So Friday, with the Socrative seminar, it seemed to go well across all of my classes. I plan on doing it again with the kids who submitted their ideas and their reviews and stuff like that. Overall, it seemed to be a pretty positive thing. I don't plan on doing the same discussion topic again. We'll rotate to a different one, but overall it was good. Did you guys have any last thoughts or things that you wanted to add in about it? No, I just wanted to Presley.
Did anybody get really off topic?
Some classes a little bit, but they actually did a good job of getting themselves back on topic without me having to say anything. And it was usually the first round was when it would happen, which was what I expect, because kids aren't used to doing that type of thing. And so the idea of having a conversation that you guys get to control, it sometimes throws kids off. But then usually by the time we got to the second round, they were all so gung-ho about wanting to talk, it wasn't much of an issue. So I've learned over the years, have patience, give kids time. They're pretty smart and they figure stuff out. So it went well. I didn't have like kids attacking each other or meltdowns and all kinds of stuff I've had in the past. So I was happy with it.
Are you sure about that? Were there any B-movie scripts?
There were.
Like I said, very few. I don't think I even charged kids points until like 6th and 7th period.
Wow.
Then I had
Who did you charge?
kids who made poor choices.
B-movie scripts?
Attack me? I did have kids bring up other teachers as like, because we went off on SEL a couple different times.
Yeah.
And that was sort of,
We don't like SEL.
Some kids.
which is legit, and so that was sort of the conversation we would get to, and that would go off topic about, and even off topic wasn't horribly off topic, it was still connected to school, it was just not necessarily what we started with, but again, I'm okay with that. That's sort of how that conversation is supposed to go. It was an organic conversation, which, fancy way of just saying, kids talked about what was important to them, and sometimes you can't predict what kids think is important. Anyway, I enjoyed it. So, with similes and metaphors, my goal is we're going to get back with you guys here, finish out the little bit of ones we had before, do a new activity today at the bottom part of your notes, and then I'm going to give you guys the homework, but fingers crossed, you should have time to get it done in class, because my goal is to give you time to get it done in class, especially because it's due tomorrow. But it should take you all of like 10 minutes at the most, and I'm planning on giving you 10 minutes, so fingers crossed, it shouldn't be too bad. And tomorrow we're doing a quiz. But the quiz tomorrow, one, it should be easy, it's about similes and metaphors, and to make it more difficult for you, we're doing the Socrative quiz, where you get to yell at each other, and you guys get to work as a group to cheat off each other. So, in theory, you should all do really well, because it's an easy subject matter, and you get to cheat off of other kids. So all of the grades should be like perfect A pluses.
Everyone listen to me.
Until I speak
There you go. So we'll find out how it goes. Alright, so you guys, we got through the first several of these already. So I think we got through the first one. My math teacher is as angry as a grizzly bear. What was this one?
Simile.
Comparing what to nouns?
Grizzly.
Grizzly
bear.
Probably.
Bear teacher. Bear teacher.
I had faith there for a second.
Grizzly
Alright.
and
And what do they have in common? They're both
Angry.
And the second one, when he smiles, his eyes are burning orbs of flame.
Metaphor.
Comparing.
Eyes and orbs.
That was close. I got excited. And why are we comparing the eyes to orbs?
burning.
We did this one with his allergies. His nose was a broken faucet.
No.
First simile or metaphor.
Metaphor.
And comparing.
No.
In what disgusting reason?
They're both broken.
We did this one.
Yeah.
Yes,
neither.
Neither.
Alright. This one?
Yeah.
Did you know my heart is a shriveled dead eagle on my chest?
Metaphor.
Neither.
Metaphor.
Neither.
No, it's a
It's a
Hang on.
It's a simile.
So,
It's just him stating
did
how
we do that
fact.
one?
Yes. Yeah, we did that.
Yeah, we did that one.
We seem to have disagreements. Apparently we're getting ready to vote.
It's a metaphor.
Okay, ready?
We've done it.
Did you know my heart is a shriveled dead acorn in my chest? I'm hearing metaphor, and I'm hearing none of the above.
Metaphor.
Let's find
It's
out.
comparing the heart to a dead acorn.
Those of you who say metaphor,
Metaphor people.
those of you who say none of the above,
Is it a tie?
Guys, stop.
ooh, it's close. We might have to count. Metaphor, I thought it was going to be much more dominant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's not half. And none of the above. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Raise your
5,
hand.
6, 7.
I don't know.
So only 17 kids voted. Some kids don't know.
Yeah.
So you're saying we did this last week if we already forgot
We
this?
did it, and I remember. Remember, it's a metaphor.
It's a
Right?
Comparing what two nouns?
Heart
and acorn.
And what do they have in common?
They're both dead.
Shriveled.
Shriveled. Dead and old and wrinkled.
They're both
Old, shriveled, and dead.
They're both
No.
They're both
Something that's shriveled is old.
What?
That's like dead.
No. Well,
They're both
They're
small.
both. They're both what?
what'd you say?
They're both small.
There you
So I
go.
get my B point.
That's why you're comparing them to the small thing.
That's not fair.
Did we get to the wild bear shark?
Yes.
It's neither. Neither.
Well,
This one we feel strong on?
Neither.
wait, that's the one I did.
I don't think we did that. No.
Neither.
Neither.
But
Neither?
we just did it
Neither.
now, so.
Neither.
So neither? Alright, so apparently we're good then. So which means if that was a new one, then my next one's going to be a new one also. So we can go ahead and jump to...
Yellow.
Yes, we are filming. That's okay. Shh, we don't know that we're filming. I'm not disagreeing.
Just as a pro.
The phone's just there for no
Alright.
reason at all.
Elori!
Oh.
Be strong.
Oh.
I'm assuming they're just excited to have you go. We have... Their gasping breaths are like a delicious perfume to him. Their gasping breaths are like a delicious perfume to him. What was that? Simile?
Yeah.
Alright, I agree. Comparing what two nouns? Nicely done. What do they have in common? And here's where, like, the ones down through here, the answer's not in there. You have to use your imagination to know why we're comparing these things. So, like, on this one, it never talks about small, like Gus brought up, but you have to realize we're comparing the heart to a tiny thing for the reason that we're trying to bring up the size. So here, why are we comparing the breath to perfume?
It's delicious.
Well, that would be in the sentence.
They both smell good.
It smells good.
There you go. See, nicely done.
Oh, it's
So that's where you have to use the imagination for they both smell good. All right. Ready, Senka?
Yeah, see, it's your turn.
Yeah, Seiko.
Not Senka.
Yes, I go.
His natural evilness is an inspiration to other
Neither.
teachers. That's fair. So we're good? Did
Nerd.
you say nerd?
Yeah, he's a nerd.
No.
Not neither.
What does it not say?
Well, actually, back up. Just because I changed the sentence from what it originally was.
It's just saying
It's
definitely still.
It is. I
Neither.
take it back. You're fine.
Still nerd.
It's because I rewrote it from it was a metaphor, and I had a word in there I didn't think kids would know, so I changed it. The word beacon. I didn't know. I wasn't sure if kids would know beacon, so I rewrote it.
It's the Minecraft.
It's the vegan teacher.
Vegan. He's missing a dot.
You're missing.
It's either one dot short or one dot extra, depending on how you look at
Which one is it?
it. His evilness makes kids scream in fear on a daily basis. You sure?
Neither.
All right.
Wait, who's going?
All right, then fine. We'll give Bryceley the last one.
Yeah, right.
No.
You should definitely be afraid if he begins to like you.
What?
It has work in it.
It's a metaphor.
I think I did two neithers in a row.
Yes, you've done it before.
Yes, it's neither. You try to put like in there to trick me, but it's not.
Fine, you're right. And I'm not dumb. Don't be mean to me.
Yeah.
So
Guys,
now, well done.
Come on, man.
Our last thing,
the extreme example.
go down to this little bottom area on there. Yes, we're right.
I love writing.
It's so hard to use a pencil.
No, this is the practice for the On this part, I'm going to show you a picture, and you are going to come up with one simile and one metaphor about what you see in the picture. As a class, you get to vote whether we stay or pass. But you only get a chance to use 2 passes, and if you use both of them up, you're stuck on the 3rd picture. So I'm going to show you a picture. Right, I know, that's why you're going to listen. I'm going to show you a picture that you're going to write a simile or metaphor about. We can either stay on this picture, which is a Venezuelan scene, or you can pass and go to the next picture.
Wow.
And it goes off. What you're looking for is, can you find enough in this picture that you can write one simile and one metaphor? 2 different ones. You can't do both about the same thing. So do we want to stay on this or try the next picture?
Stay.
Are we staying on this? Okay. So it's a Venezuelan sink demon. You can write about the eyeballs or the wall in the background.
What is
A Venezuelan sink
Can I
demon.
just put cat?
Well, it's not a cat, it's a sink demon. You can put demon.
Okay.
Pop up from drain spouts. They're known to attack the faces of small children. You can tell by the way it stares into your soul.
From Venezuela.
It's from, actually it's from Brazil.
Okay,
Makes
how
it
much
weird.
skips do you get?
Those Brazilians are weird.
I'm gonna just get the last one.
I know someone.
The sink demons travel from Venezuela straight to Brazil.
No, duh.
Okay, Mr. Brovicast.
You can tell because everything on the bottle is written in Venezuelan.
Ah.
You know
I can't see that.
I speak Venezuelese.
Guys, let's hear it.
Say it.
Let's hear it.
Do it. Why does it say on the bottle?
He's
Well,
bilingual.
What would you know?
Wow.
He could have just been making that
I
up.
can say Spanish.
Could I say it's just not as a cat in a wet sink in the sink?
I can speak
It's a sink demon.
Exactly.
Wait, that's a cat?
It's a sink demon.
You don't know it's mad.
It looks mad.
Yeah.
Well, I thought
That is
dog.
For all we know, that's the sink demon being very happy. It's an ecstatic one. It's getting ready to leap on a small child's face and go num 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 nums.
It's
Which
like
is
the bunny monster.
Sink demonese for delicious.
Demonese.
I'm fluent in many languages.
Okay, can you
I
speak?
have better grades than him.
Can you speak bunny monster?
Yeah.
Speak French. Speak France.
I made the best one.
So it requires toes. I have to fight.
Speak French, speak French. I know some French.
I do too. Où est la bibliothèque?
That definitely was not French.
That was definitely French. So where's the library? All right.
Hola.
You now have your simile and metaphor. Feel strong with them?
Shaw.
All right. Smithers, we'll let you start off. You get your choice of whichever one you want to read out loud. You're going to read yours to Shaw. Shaw is then going to tell us if it's a simile, metaphor, or none of the above. Ready? Out loud.
The demon's eyes are like red tomatoes.
The demon's eyes are like red tomatoes. Using what 2 words, or comparing what 2 nouns? The demon's eyes are like red tomatoes.
Oh, okay. Eyes and tomatoes.
And what do they have in common?
They're both red.
All right. Now you're going to read the opposite of yours to Grop.
Okay.
So, all right.
The cat's eyes are fireballs.
The cat's
Metaphor.
comparing.
The eyes and fireballs.
And what do they have in common?
They're both red.
Nicely done. All right. Now you're going to read yours to Lena.
Okay. The demon is as wet as the ocean.
Simile, comparing what 2 things?
The demon in the ocean.
And what do they have in common?
They're both wet.
Or slightly
I can
different.
argue.
Work for me. Lena, you're going to start the next one. All right. Go down to number 2. Picture 2. So again, I'm going to show you a picture. You're going to do the same thing. We can choose to pass or stay.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you say pass.
What is wrong? This is so easy.
All right, that's enough. And here's your next one.
No.
Oh my God! It's those.
It's the bunny monster.
I think I can work with this. Yeah.
All right. Raise your hand. Now, if we pass on this one, you automatically have to do the next one. So we passing or staying? All
Last one was so easy.
Bless it. This one's
Yes,
easy.
it was.
right. So we're staying. All right. 1 One simile, one metaphor.
The kids are like kids.
The kids are like
You
kids.
should
No
definitely
way.
use that.
I thought they were adults.
They are adults.
Could not believe I actually found a bunny monster costume for Halloween. I was doing my Googling.
Is that what you're doing next year?
Tempting. I mean, there might be a real bunny monster, I don't know. I did find out over the weekend, one of my past students just got a bunny monster tattoo. Which
I thought you were gonna say get married.
I've had a bunch of past students get married.
I thought
This is
you
my
said-
first student I've had get a bunny monster tattoo. He was showing off on Instagram. This one,
Because of this?
I don't know. His girlfriend drew it for him, and he just got the tattoo. It was like this giant thing on his arm.
How old
Looks
is he?
cool.
You should have got her
Over
on
the
his
age
toes.
of
So like,
18.
oh, it's fine.
Shut up.
No.
I mean, I'm assuming his fascination started in my class.
Or frustrated.
I have a good simile.
All right, Lena, you will get to have your choice of which one you want to do.
What's actually face?
Can I say what I want to do?
Well, don't say it out loud, because we're going to have to figure it out. All right, you ready? You're going to read yours out loud for Dragoon.
Okay. The girl is a bunny.
The girl is a bunny.
Metaphor.
Metaphor.
Metaphor. Wait.
Metaphor.
Yeah.
You're saying what?
What? Woo! Sorry.
Yeah.
It was too short for my mind.
The girl is a bunny.
Oh.
Simile?
Simile.
No,
it's not there.
Why?
How would there be similes? Oh my god.
I don't know either, but no one said anything, so I figured I'd let it go. Why does it not work?
Because it doesn't use. Wait. Because it's not. It doesn't use.
Oh,
letter
it's
as
comparing
it's
the
not-
same things.
It says because
Literally
look.
a bunny.
Look. Because
Yeah.
it says look. Yeah. Wait.
No,
Because they're both the same
They're the same thing.
You can't
The
even
girl is a bunny.
She is. Yeah, that's a fact.
She literally is a bunny.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
That's correct. It's just a fact. You're just making a
Oh, I
statement
forgot
that.
that was the picture. I thought she was
Oh.
talking about the
Yeah.
Well, we have to point
I
at
don't
her.
have to point at her.
Don't point at her.
Don't
No, she was allowed to do that.
That's not Lena.
She would. She was testing to see how well Dragoo would do and tried to throw Dragoo an easy one. And Dragoo had the ball and just like "Wah!" and threw it on the ground and then kicked it a couple times. It was definitely not a struggle
Like the
at
way
all.
I couldn't even comprehend.
We got well, Dragoo. You now get to read yours out loud.
It doesn't. Oh, it doesn't.
You just
matter.
can't read the same thing that was read to you.
So neither.
We'll see how it goes. And you're gonna read it to Steve over here.
Okay.
Oh, Steve.
The kids are as fast as the Flash.
The kids are as fast as the Flash.
I mean,
I think I
not
read-
true, but
Do
okay.
you want to reread it?
Wait. No.
It's your writing.
It's
No.
Christian.
Oh my
Okay.
God. I'll keep it poetic.
The kids are as fast as the Flash. You said
Similar.
simile. Comparing what two nouns?
Kids
Like her ass.
flash.
And what do they have in common?
Super fast.
Nicely
I
done.
think the bunny monster is faster.
All right, Steve. Read yours to Jada.
I don't have a metaphor yet.
Oh, can you come up with one quickly?
No.
If not, we can help you by having you stand.
Oh.
Stand.
Oh,
Stand.
stand.
Up.
Don't distract him. Give him a second.
Oh.
Yes.
I might have not known.
Shake it. It could be anything. We don't know what this is going to be. All right, Steve.
You can't.
The floor is a checkerboard.
The floor is a checkerboard.
Yeah, I like
Comparing.
it. Write it down, Christian.
And what do they have in common?
I make sure it's good.
They're both
Right, they're like little vampires.
Oh my God.
Nicely done.
Let's go.
You get to start the next one, Jada. Ready? So again, you're going to tell me whether we stay or pass.
What is that?
Stay. Are those your clothes?
What is that?
Stay.
That's his
Hang on.
class.
Raise your hand if you say pass.
Wait, is this your class?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
No,
Good question.
it's not.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
Pass.
That's the podium in
All
there.
right, we
It's a
understand.
hero shirt.
So that's how I used to do my detentions. I had a giant box full of hole punches. And for your detention, it was after school, and I would dump them out, and you would have to pick them up, all of them, until you were done.
Wow.
So, I agree. It was called the lunchbox of doom. So that's how I used to do detentions.
Why don't you do it
Now she's
anymore?
there
That
for
sounds fun.
So, and that was when I had my old carpet and my old desks, that area right there.
Old podium. It's twice as big.
That torture.
That was fun.
You're like, ha,
So simile and metaphor.
With the
This is actually a drawing.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
that
a
makes
drawing?
sense.
Yeah, I had a kid sitting over here drawing it. We didn't have cameras back then.
What?
It's just a really good artist interpretation.
Didn't have cameras back like 10 years ago.
15.
Right.
She is now married and has a kid of her own.
Who?
The girl on the ground, Shelby.
You
Shelby.
know her name?
Shelby who?
Yeah, Shelby. She used to babysit my kids.
What's the girl's name who's
You would
carrying the
have
bag?
somebody that was
Carrying the
in
bag.
That's
detention
Chelsea, and I
babysitting.
can't tell from the angle who that is.
Why did they all have to
They didn't. Those were her friends who came in to watch.
They all have
Oh,
names
that's
on.
Oh my god.
Friends, right?
Some real
Did she just go shopping?
Don't know.
I know, that's
That
what
was a
mine
hot
was.
minute ago. Slightly before you guys were born.
Wait, what?
Slightly.
That's why there's pictures of you guys being born, because that's when cameras were invented.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, not like of the process, that'd be weird, but like when you were a baby.
Poorly.
Oh, you can even see like right here is the lunchbox. You had to pick them up by hand and dump them in the little.
hand? You didn't
allow
How long did it use?
No broom, no tools.
Why? What did
And-
poor Shelby do?
The best, well, same thing any kid does to get into detention. Made poor choices. And the best part was when you tried to move your hand across them because of the carpet,
Yeah,
it would make them all shoot up into the air. And it's like, they just keep flying everywhere. And then every once in a while you'd get like a staple. It was the best.
Wait, do you
How
still
long
wait.
did it take?
Sometimes
Did you
staples
stay at
fall into the
school,
carpet.
like all night if you didn't pick them all up?
If you didn't, then what happened is if you got like to the 2-hour mark, then I would have you leave and I would vacuum up the rest of them and you come back the next day and start again.
Oh. You could have detention for the whole year.
Wait, you dumped it all out?
How long did it take?
Oh no, I dark the whole thing out again.
do you still do this?
I wish you still did.
I
Why
know.
not?
A lot of the kids got really efficient. They had like methods and techniques that would go into it.
Pension that much?
They just had a lot of kids make poor choices. Have you looked around? 7th graders are special. Jada, you're out of luck. We ran out of time talking about the past.
Oh,
And I want to give kids time to start the homework, so we're going to go to that. I'm going to skip the other
Why do you
pictures
like this?
that you guys chose not
Whoa!
you don't get to say that.
Whoa! Whoa! Uncle Sam!
Oh, we should have skipped
Whoa! What?
it. We had 2 skips.
Oh my God! What is that? Oh
We
Jesus!
only had 2 skips. We wouldn't be able to get to those.
to do. Now here's where iPad comes in. Simile.
Do we need this paper anymore?
If you don't know what a simile and metaphor is,
I'm so smart, guys.
your homework is very similar to what you just did. You are going to be picking a picture from a collection of 6, and then you're going to go through and write 3 similes and 3 metaphors about the picture. So sort of what we just did, just with more of them.
Do we do
That's a good question. That's why we're doing it right now. You're going to it. So this is where you're opening up the iPad, clicking on a thing.
Wait, for the same picture?
That's why you're opening up your iPad, clicking on a thing. And then there's this magical thing called directions. And direction number 1 is don't give Mr. Brovicast a reason to make fun of you. There's your giant directions. Main thing is 3 similes, 3 similes, 3 metaphors. You cannot reuse a comparison. So you can't say the floor is like the night sky and then go for your metaphor, the floor is the night sky. So make sure you have 6 different comparisons. Here are your pictures you get a chance to choose from. I'll show you bigger versions of them to help you out. You got a man who found weird looking dog. 2 random goblin children I found on the street that definitely don't live in my house. Some random creepy old man I snuck up on. I think that's like a gopher. I'm pretty sure that's a beaver. And a big truck eating a small truck.
Alright.
So all of them are about the same picture. So whichever one picture you choose, you write down the picture, and you do 3 similes, 3 metaphors.
About the same picture?
All about the same picture!
Where do you submit
This is where I'm trying to give you a moment to get started. What's up, Smithers?
The guy in number 3 looks really scary.
Yeah, he is. That's why I had to sneak up on him. I was afraid he was going to attack me. Home children, this is where I give you a chance, since it's due at 8 a.m. tomorrow, and I don't want to be mean to kids, I was trying to give you time to get done. Jimmy Jam,
In